Hey, what's going on, fellas? Our second attempt at today's live show. Nobody was getting their notifications before. I don't know if anybody's getting notifications now. So we're going to try this again. And Ken, 1,000 space loot, huh? Hey, what's going on, Spence, Tom, Will, and Ken, and whoever may be lurking about. Hopefully things are synced up a little bit better than they were before. Something's going on with YouTube. I don't know if they're fixing something or doing something. I have no clue. But before, nobody got notifications. My stream was delayed. My OBS stream was delayed by 4 minutes from what YouTube was putting out. So, as I was saying before, I'm on late today because I had to take the kid to the dentist. And then from the dentist, we went out to New Jersey to Hockey Monkey to get him a new cage for his helmet so he doesn't lose his teeth. I gotta look and see. I think it's 10. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. I gotta look. I always forget these things. Payouts 10. Bum, bum, bum. Donations, Streamlabs. For every $1 that you do, it's supposed to give you 50 space loot. Yes, teeth are important, especially at his age. He needs his teeth. So the cage will protect. He had a clear shield, but for some reason it would just get foggy. I had the same thing when I was playing hockey. I had a clear shield, but mine never fogged up like his. His, no matter what I did to it, anti-fog stuff, and we're like, you know what? Forget it. We're just going to get a cage so you can see. So now he's got a bird cage on there. But yes, 50 for every $1, 50 space of the loot. $1 for every 10, so give Kenny 10,000, get 1,000 space. Nah, imagine that. I wish we were all that rich where we can just plunk down 10,000 bucks. Would be nice. So today I got a little mail call. We'll be checking that out today. Actually, thanks for reminding me. I got to look at who donated money yesterday and add their make sure that their space loot went on there. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And then next Saturday, Hobby Mike will be on with us, definitely, for the giveaway. And that's going to be, we got 6 people here today. You guys know what it is. Then water would cost $9,999 trying to get you some money for your house. That's not the problem. It's finding a house. I don't like any of the houses that I see out there, so we stay here until we find something good. But, you guys that are here know this coming today's Saturday, this coming Saturday, next Saturday coming up, the last Saturday of the month, February 29th, we'll be giving away, or Hobby Mike will be giving away 2 3D printed figures, and they are, I know we were talking about yesterday the difference between the two, but the 3D printed figures are awesome. And if you haven't checked out, Ken Spriggs just did his Mandalorian figure, and he 3D printed that up himself on the Lego Mars. And that thing came out really nice. He just painted it up. I love the big skull on there. And the Mandalorian looks really, really good. So if you haven't checked out that video, go check out Ken's video. If you don't know, if you hover over somebody's chat, you'll see 3 little dots pop up to the right. You can click on that. And then you can actually go to that you're supposed to be able to go to that person's channel. And then you can subscribe from there, instead of going hunting it down. I don't think notifications are going out at all today. The only reason I'm saying that, I know it's Saturday, but even at this time on Saturdays, usually we have 10, 12, 15 people within the first few minutes of the show. So we'll see. We'll hang out with the 6 of us for a while. They're gonna miss because of YouTube. They'll miss us opening up the box. What's in the box? Yeah, there's still nothing good out there house-wise. Very picky when it comes to the house. Ooh, somebody took away their like. Somebody liked the stream and then they took away their like. I just seen it go from 1 like to 0 likes. Bastards. I got other notifications from other channels. You know what? I didn't even look on my phone because it's weird. They'll tell me when I'm streaming and I didn't get an email that I'm streaming. So I guess Facebook. I guess YouTube doesn't like me today. Maybe I'll start streaming on Facebook. Who knows? Ansel's back. Ansel, we're here. We're here, the 6 of us, hanging out, doing our thing. So anyway, we got mail call to have that issue also. Get some channel. Yeah, they need to fix that. They definitely need to fix that. There's my address, which everybody knows anyhow. So if you want my address, it's right there. It's a pretty big box. Let's take off that. I see the thing is going crazy. Autofocus is going crazy today.
Shut up and take my money.
Whoever that was, thank you very much. Let's hold on. I got to configure the video. It's like a heartbeat. Autofocus off. Apply. Okay. Goodbye, autofocus. Oh, that was Ken. All right, I got to go. See, I got to do this during the show. And make sure, thank you very much, Ken. Make sure that the loyalty points were added up. Oh, what is my phone is going? Ken's model shop. No, I gotta fix yours. I gotta add to it. I gotta add to it. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 points. Oofa. I'm so bad at math. I hate freaking math. There we go. Your points are there, Ken. Math and me are not friends. Use my fingers all the time. Only problem with using Pal Talk for chat is you have to pay to get the ability to watch more than 10. What? I don't even know what Pal Talk is. Never even heard of it. No, I'm not going to put these on Facebook. I was only kidding, Spence. We'll deal with YouTube's nonsense. I try to post up the links everywhere I can, so hopefully people see them and come on over. I know what's in here. You guys probably know what's in here too. I've been waiting for this for. You're welcome, Ken. It's on there. I got to check yesterday's people too. I got to go back and watch the stream and see who gave. This way I can. This way I could put the space loot in. So I've been waiting on this package to come for a while. I ordered, and I thought I grabbed the last one, but it ended up being back ordered. And Brett from Sabo Miniatures was like apologizing like crazy. I was like, "What's the big deal? It's back ordered. It's not a problem. It's not like I'm gonna die without this package." And this thing is heavy. This thing is heavy. And it's taped up very, very well. So yeah, I'm not. If there's a mistake made, I'm not a bad customer. So I used to chat with friends on Pal Talk. It's a chat program that has video chat, and if host allows, viewers can also use voice. Oh, that's pretty cool. That might get a little. You might get stepped on with everybody trying to talk at once. I guess like going over it. Plenty of paper in here. Plenty of paper. Max is gonna have a good time in the box. For a blind cat, I don't know how he does it. He finds the boxes. Sabo Miniatures, St. Charles, Missouri. Yeah, I like that. Got a new business card. Got a new business card to add to the things. Brett's phone number's on there, so I'm not gonna put that out there. Oh, nice little personal note that says, "Thanks, Kenny," and "Thank you, Brett, for getting this for me." And we got the bubble wrap. Man, this thing is big and heavy. And just thank God my cap was on my iced tea. Just knocked that down. Bubble wrap. Have fun with the bubble wrap. Plenty of bubble wrap too. Yay. Now hopefully you can see that. Only one person can talk at a time, and host can lock their mic open so they can talk. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I made sure I went in there, Ken, and I actually put the 500 in. I like to go and check. I forgot yesterday to check the people's that donated, so I gotta go check them and add the space loot onto them. I'll play with that later. So I ordered the scale 75. I hear feet steps. It's either my son or the wife. It's the wife. It's Kelly. I ordered the scale 75 collection. This is a 63 color set. There's other sets. They have a military set. I forgot which other ones they have, but this is all their regular line of colors. Scale 75. I'll let you know which other ones they have, because I want to grab the other sets too. Complete paint sets. So they got this one. It's all 63 colors. They got the Color Forge set, which I don't. What is in here? It's got 48 acrylic colors, metallic colors, translucent colors, inks, and fluorescent colors in the Forge set. Then they got the Fantasy Game set, which has 48 colors in it, their fantasy line. Then you got this one, and then you have the Warfront set, which has 64 colors in that one. So I do like scale 75 paints. They are very nice. They do dry. These dry dead flat. I saw the new Call of Wild last night. It was awesome. Haven't seen that yet. Hey, Mark. Happy birthday, young man. Happy birthday, Mark. So on the front, it shows you acrylic paints for modeling, figures, valid for brush and airbrush, and yes, they are. I have to get my distilled water. I'm hoping it's in the attic. Otherwise, I'll just go buy more. Super matte finish colors. They aren't joking. These are matte colors. When they're dry, they are matte. And it comes with an aluminum tray to hold all of the paints. And then you have tape on the sides. I'm not going to flip this over yet. I'll take it out and then I'll flip it over. Tapey tape there. Tapey tape there. Scale 75 actually has an official USA place to order from. These I think are made in Spain too. Ugh. And this thing is heavy. This thing is heavy. It's going to come in that box. But I'll flip this over first. On the one side, it has the other selections and products. They're single cases, acrylic thinner. You could buy the trays separately if you want. Oh, it looks like they make a tray for Tamiya style paints too. I gotta check that out. I haven't seen those yet. I gotta go on and see. They got their primers. And then on the back, it shows you every color that comes in here. So basically, what you're getting is their paint sets all in one shot. So like that black, white, I think, let me see. That should be the black and white paint set in the front. That's got black and white is there. Graphite, I think, is in there. You're definitely getting all their paint sets. I'm just looking for the names over here to match up with over here, because I'd have the black and white set here. Brown leather, black leather, walnut orange, sandalwood, African shadow. I know that African shadow is from their flesh set. So it's Indian shadow, Arabic shadow, pink flesh, basic flesh, golden flesh, light skin, pale skin. So you have that whole set. So basically you get all the sets in one. There's graphene gray, which is in that set. Petroleum gray, that's out of the black and white set. So if you want, instead of buying single sets, save up the money and get it all in one shot. gotta put that on the side. Then I'm gonna have to make room for this tray. What's going on, Usher? I'm planning on saving up some money to buy a 3D printer. Have heard a lot of good things about Creality brand printers. Creality brand, they're good. They are good, but remember, that's your PLA, ABS, and all that other stuff. That's not resin. So if you're looking for quality prints that you're going to use on your models, I suggest going with a resin printer, either the Photon S or the Allego Mars, Allego, however they say it. You can check out Ken Spriggs videos with the Allego Mars, and Spence, I don't know if he did any videos yet with the Photon S. Paul Tosney from our channel has the Photon S, and the prints come out really nice. My brother has the original Photon, and those prints come out nice. So if you're looking to make things for your models, go resin. Don't go Elegoo, E-L-E-G-O-O. I say it weird, a Lego printer. But yeah, if you're looking for stuff to print for your models, don't go PLA or ABS. That's just for your prototyping and stuff like that. Otherwise, you're going to really have to do a lot of work on those. Oh, look at that. It's got extra holes in it. Now, let's see if I could take this out. That tray is heavy. I like it that it comes with the aluminum tray. Well, let's make sure that we got... There you go, printing your own set of Legos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 9 times 7 is, should be 63. And then I got extras where I could take out, I gotta see, I don't think I have any other scale 75 paints besides the black and white, so I could put my black and white set in here, and I don't have to hold on to this anymore, and I could put the I'll have 2 extra spots. These are scale 75 paints. Yeah, I can put those in there, which is nice. I got extra spacing, so it pretty much comes in order of paints. You know, it's keeping the colors, like here's the pink flesh, pinky flesh, and this is basic flesh, golden skin, light skin, and then the other skin color should go this way. Arabic shadow, Indian shadow, African shadow, Abdul Birch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So usually it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Usually there's 8 in a package, unless it's something, you know, different on their packages. I like that all the blues are together. You know, I could keep them all in order, and then work that way. I could actually move them around however I want. You know, there's deep blue here, navy blue. You got violet, and then I can move the darker ones, the grays and stuff like that together, and set them up however I want. I do like the tray. This way it keeps them all in order, and I could just keep them on the desk over there, and I could see what's going on. I'm actually hoping... Yeah, I bet you could print Legos. I'm actually hoping that the new AK colors that are coming out come out with something similar to this. Like if they have a line of 80 colors, sell all 80 at once, so I could just grab them all at once and keep them in a nice spot. Man, this thing is freaking... Didn't realize how heavy this is. But I like the setup. I'm not knocking down any bottles, and everything's right there for me to grab. So now that I got this, I could start painting on the little pinup lady I got. I want to get some of the fantasy colors. This way I can start painting up the other fantasy lady too. But I got to get my hot foam cutter. So I want to make a little diorama thing for her. Brown leather. These are very nice. Oh, that's the other thing with these paints. Scale 75 is a little thicker. It's like more of a gel medium in there. You got to shake them up really well. But I know I've told you guys this before. when you get these, you got to poke a hole in the top because they come sealed. They do not send them to you with an open cap where air is going to get into them and mess with your paint. So you're going to be the first one to open these once you get the set. So like anything I'm using now, I'm not going to pop open and they'll be fine. This is if you go to Scale 75 USA, these are the set's $275, I think, for all the paints. I think it's a little cheaper than buying set by set, but I did get a little discount on this myself. They're $279 for this set, and it's $279 for the War Color set, $234 for Fantasy and Games, $239 for the Color Forge. So, but yeah, I got a little discount on here for these because, you know, we're gonna be showing them off and stuff. I got these from Sabo Miniatures. If you want them through Sabo Miniatures, he can actually get this for you, but I don't think he carries this whole set anymore. He does have the Scale 75 sets, but not this big set. So if you want the big set, you can either get a hold of Brett and ask him, and he'll get it for you, or you can go through Scale 75 and get it. I'm going to go through Brett, though, because then after I get the other couple sets for these, which ain't going to be for a while because I got to save up the money for those. It's expensive. I want to get the new Scale 75 tube acrylics. How much just for the tray? I have no idea. The tray comes with the set, Michael. I don't know if Scale 75 sells the tray by itself. They have it on the side, but I don't know if the Hobby Holder. Let's see what Hobby Holder is. Hobby Holder's the hand thing. New releases, promotional items, contact us media, Fair Miniatures, War Gamers, War Tanks, Warfront, Scale Games, Scale Color, Compliments, Other. Let me see if they got it. I'm looking to see if they have just the tray for sale. It shows on the side of the box, but Scale 75 in Europe may be the only ones to sell that. Compliments. Paste. Large paint tray. Alright, the large paint tray. I'm assuming this is the one I have is the large paint tray. Let me see. Aluminum tray that holds 70 bottles. So that's this one is $55.99 for just the tray itself. And then they have the smaller paint tray that holds 48 bottles, and that's $34.99. Primer, spray primer. Yeah, those are the only two that they carry. So this is definitely the large one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so this is the big one. This is the bigger one. If you're interested, here, let me copy and paste. I can paint like crazy now. I can. That's the link to Scale 75. They have the tray. They also have another dude. They do have the other tray. Yeah, they're saying the large one, it should have been 7 by 10. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one's 72. But they're saying only 70, so their thing might be wrong saying 70. Let me look at the picture of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Actually, the one that they sell, the other aluminum tray, if it's same as the picture, it'll hold 70 of these bottles. It'll have 70 of these bottles. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like 6 Tamiya-sized bottles, like the fatter ones. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It looks like it got 8 little slots where you can stack your paintbrushes in. So you'll get 70 regular paints of scale 75. Well, they're 17 milliliter bottles, so you can actually, if you like Vallejo or AK or anything like that, those will fit in here too. Or MIG, ammo by MIG, and that stuff. So LTC. No, you're not late. I got on late today myself. Let's see. What do I got here? All right. Model color. Model color fits in there. Fits in there snug. It actually fits in there snugger than the scale 75, which I like. There's not that much room, wiggling room. Model color. Model air fits in there. This is game wash color. So those fit in tighter. That's ammo by MIG. Ammo by MIG. And the game wash color. So those will fit in there too, without a problem. And I like that these are actually snugger in there. So if these are fitting the new AK bottles, they'll fit in there too. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. What are we asking Omar? Any ideas what would be a good entry-level printer? I've looked at them, but haven't yet take the plunge. What, Mark, you looking at resin or you looking at PLA? I'm hoping everybody's looking at resin, not, especially if you're using it for models. Entry level on the resin is definitely going to be what Ken bought or Spencer bought, the Photon S or the Ilegu Mars. Those definitely would be good to start out with. Just look at what Ken is doing. There you go. Spence even got it. You don't gotta wait for Omar. Omar's our buddy, but we know the answers to that question. Yeah, those guys got them. I could tell you firsthand. My brother had the Photon. The Photon does excellent prints too. Watching Ken's videos, the Ilegu Mars does great ones, and now we're waiting on Spence to warm up. This way he can get some prints going with that Photon S. But the Photon S is good too. So those would be your three choices, like Spence put, for your entry-level resin printers, which one day I'll get. Probably ask for that this Christmas. So this is the set. We're gonna be starting. The whatchamacallit, the lady here soon. The lady. Gotta grab food, be right back. Enjoy. These are freaking heavy. Ah, Goku. The Goku. I told you I can't show my kid that, otherwise that's all I would be printing. Just letting Brett know that they showed up. We got our paints. So that means tonight I'll probably be painting. I'll prime her up. Oh. that is definitely big boy paints right there. At least I just bought some plastic welt for the models. You're all gonna abandon the plastic kits and go resin. So I'm gonna have to I'll do a proper review on this, put this up on the site, and then I'll do, after I do the proper review of this, I will do the Everlasting Wet Palette. I'll do that one too. So I'm all happy. I got paint. Yay, paint. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. I wanna toss out all this paper into the recycles before Kelly yells at me or somebody trips over it and gets hurt. I don't know. Well, that's off the floor. Ask the community. Ask the community. Also need some regular model glue. Need some canopy glue too. Canopy glue. Formula 560. That's the one I use. And I'm looking for it because if you weren't here last night, I started working on the girl on the pinup. And I cannot find my bottle of Mr. Surfacer 1000. I had a bottle of it that I could paint with. But yesterday I decided to take, I wanted to see how it would look, because I worked on the gap. There's only one way to say it. I worked on the gap between her legs last night, trying to get the gap gone, because how they set up her feet didn't match the base. So we were working on her last night, and I don't know, I got rid of the, you can't see it, I just took the, I don't know if you can even see how flat that black is, but that is the scale 75 flat black, and it is super flat. But I got rid of the gap. So I'm assuming her feet should be like this. Because what I did was, on the back cover, I just took her and put it over here, and it's pretty much the same size. So I'm seeing, I figured that was the actual size of this, and it looks like her legs are pretty much in the right spot there. So my base was off. So what I did was, last night, I made another triangle for her foot, but I put it in the wrong damn spot. So I just covered it in. I got to sand that down. So what I'm going to do is I'll trace the triangle, the smaller triangle there, and I'll make another hole. This way she's standing in the right spot. But I got her all done up. Just tested that. No gap, no leg gap there. No, not trying to hold them open. They're all set, glued, and the gap is gone. So now I just gotta wash her with soap and water. I'm gonna pop this arm on. I might not pop this arm on, but I'm definitely gotta pop her head on, and I'm gonna have to thin down some Bondo. I gotta get a glass tray or something, thin down the Bondo, and I'll take a paintbrush, and for her head, because there's gaps at her neck, and I don't want to go crazy with Bondo in there because it'll be hard to clean up. So what I'll do is I'll thin it down, I'll glue her head in place, and then I'll just take an old paintbrush and I'll paint in the gap there. And then once it's painted in, I'll take a Q-tip with a little lacquer thin on it and wipe it down so it's in there. And then it's going to take multiple passes because it's going to be so thin. I don't want to build it up. So I'll put it in there, let it dry, do it again, let it dry, do it again, let it dry until she's all done. Because I want her head on there for when I'm painting the body. I want this all done up, and then I could do the flesh tones in there. And we'll see how good she comes out. Hopefully well. Working blue. Modern cruise ships have so much glass. I'm sure they do. A lot of glass. They're pretty though. They are pretty. Now, what to do? I was working on that. Let me see if this needs anything. I really don't want to touch that with my hands. Trying to see how this came out. Make sure there's no hair. Actually, that came out fairly well. That's the new. There's a little cat hair on there. That's the new. They changed up their formula from Mr. It used to be Mr. Surfacer 1000, which they still make, but now they changed it to Mr. Primer Surfacer 1000. So this is what I'm using on here. It's pretty similar to Tamiya Fine Gray. There's not really much of a difference between the two, but I do like Mr. Surfacer. So I might as well. That one looks pretty decent. Might be a few spots to sand down. Might as well start working on this while we're hanging out. Oh my god, I just saw the cover screen, Kenny. What's in the box of paper? Thanks, Joe. Good to see you, buddy. I was hoping that would give people a chuckle. What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Oh, such a good movie. Such a good movie. And those of you that didn't know, decided on the actual colors to use for the Enterprise? No, I have not. The scene where Brad Pitt gets hurt, he hurts his hands in that back alley chase. He actually hurt his hand and was acting with his hand bandaged up like that. And if you can see, they put... See the injector pin mark right in here in these lines? Screw it. This is the Be a Kid Again group build, so that's staying. I'm not even going to try to sand that out and put these thin lines back in there. No frickin' way. Ooh, nice 1350 refit. Decided on actual color. See now that I can think about it, I'll have to get some primer and some white mixed up with some duck egg blue and get some copper paint too. Thank you, Joe. Now, I don't even know if I'm going to glue these in because they kind of pop in. I guess I could glue them in. Who's making a mess in there? It's my son or my wife? What are you making a mess? You hungry? Figured the boy was hungry. He's a growing 15-year-old boy. Have what part on backwards? No, according to the directions, that's the right way. Square to the front, round to the rear. Yeah, that's right. Somebody's making a mess in the kitchen. I'm going to have to sand that down a bit. That's the one thing I don't like about the orange. The brush is just too damn big. So when one of the thins is done, I think I'm going to swap this over into a thin bottle and use the thin cement thingy. I'm not even on camera. I'm not going to worry about those little gaps either. This is just going to be a slap it together as best it can go, because this is not a great model kit. Every kit I've built, the rounded curve goes forward. Well, on the directions over here, they have it as square to the front, round to the back, which actually makes more sense, I guess. I don't know. Either way, let's see. Now you're gonna make me go look. Now let's go look and see a TOS Enterprise. TOS Enterprise. I still have time to rip it off, so. Trying to find one where you can actually see it. This has round on both sides. This might not even be round on both. Every picture I'm finding has it round on both sides. That's square in the front, round to the back. Trying to find a real picture of it. Square in the front, round to the back. Round, round. I need glasses. Somebody's beeping. Square in the front, round to the back. A lot of round, round. You know what? Let's do this. Now you got me curious as to which way it goes. Smithsonian, TOS Enterprise. Let's look at that sucker. Come on. Come on. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm just looking this up because I'm curious as to what it is. Nope. Smithsonian Enterprise. Square to the front, round to the back. We have our official answer. We have our official answer now. There's supposed to be a little fin stuck on the square end and face towards up, I think. Yeah, I just went and I found a whole bunch of pictures from the Smithsonian, and it's square to the front, round to the back. Which actually probably would make more sense that way. I don't know. That guy's got a bunch of nice pictures on there. So let's get back over to here. That gap's gonna stay. I'm not worried about that little gap. These though, I'm not gonna put these on yet because I gotta paint back there first, and then I'll pop these on. I'll pop these on a little later. And these stupid things don't fit on here nice. They don't fit on here nice. They did not do a very nice job on this kit. What are you watching, Mother? Ugh. You know, the Tamiya gray fine primer, that actually looks like the right gray for the Enterprise. That's not a bad gray at all. And me and Joe have found out that the white Tamiya primer, to both of us, it feels very, very thin. When I sprayed it, it was kind of runny, even after shaking it up for a long time. So I'm only using the white primer for zenithal priming. Used a big technical term. There we go. We got little fins on there. We got fins on there. Do that one. Uh-oh. I dropped it. Yes, it is. That white is definitely nowhere as good as the gray. Like I said, I like this one. This is very similar to the gray. I'm gonna order this in 1200 because Dana was saying she uses the Mr. Surfacer 1200, and it fills in the small imperfections and leaves the details, which is nice. So I'm gonna get some of that. And then somebody on Facebook was telling me that they use the black Mr. Finisher 1500, so I want to try that stuff too. But I like the 1000. The 1000 doesn't take away any detail either, spraying it on. I'm just looking to see how much cat hair I have in here, if any. Nope, I could put those other fins on too, because I'm going to hit it with that again anyhow once that dries. Where are my other fins? Where are my other finny fins? I purchased my Mr. Service thanks to you. I appreciate it. No problem, Joe. You'll like it. It's if you like Tamiya's Tamiya's gray fine primer, you'll like this. It's the same thing. I got the 1,000, 1,200 and the black 15. I'll let you know. Okay, there you go. You got them before I did. Poor man's RGB values are Enterprise Gray. 151, 158, 152. I like it. It's always good knowledge. But yeah, let me know how much Dana was saying she loves the 1,200 because it fills in imperfections. The 1,000 fills in imperfections too, and I haven't lost any detail with it, and I've used 1,000 before, so. But I don't know what I would use I guess I would use the black to prime figures, and then use the white over it, the thin white for the zenithal priming. So I'm no professional whatchamacallit, figure builder. And that's why I like the bigger figures, because you don't have to worry about that zenithal priming stuff. Paint that sucker up and let regular light take its course with the big guys. Regular light on the 1/8 scale and stuff just does its own thing and adds in the shadows and the highlights and all that other good stuff. Yay. One refit will be Enterprise, the other will be Lexington. Nice. I don't even know where I am on camera. Okay, there I am. I'm sitting here. We still watching Alcatraz? I think they made it. Oh, I broke that one. I didn't even realize I broke that one. I should have just popped these in with I'm squeezing that on too hard. That's going to annoy me, that little gap there. What the hell? Why is it not going down? Why is it not going down, fellas? Same here for the 1/6 cat one. I will never have painted a face anywhere near that big. Yeah, I definitely like that the bigger figures, just natural lighting really does the job for you. Uh-oh. Mom put on QVC or something. Don't buy nothing, Mom. No buying nothing. Unless it's for me. Unless it's for me. See, if I was smart, I would have just done it this way last time. There we go. I'll sand that little bit down later. Sand that little glue crap down later after it's dry, and then I'll get one more light coat of primer on these guys, so I should have them on. Damn frickin' Max hair, it's all over my bench. So these should be dry hour or so, and then I'll hit them with the primer. I'm such a slow builder. I wish I could build faster. Thanks everybody that's been buying the chippy stuff. Anybody that won chippy stuff last night, I got to do that tonight. I got to order your stuff and send it out. Well, I won't be sending it out. The place will be sending it out. Since Joe's here, Joe, this is the this stuff, the primer surfacer 1000. So it's nice and smooth. Does a nice job. I got to do, like I said last night, I got to finish off some sanding here. Got to add a little Bondo onto that crack back there, and then this is done, and then I'll figure out what I'm gonna paint this up and throw decals on it. I don't even think I'm gonna bother with the saucer, making the 3 lines under there, the 3 circles. I don't know. I got to see what I'm gonna do. It's smooth. It came out very, very smooth. I like that paint. I definitely like that. Where am I putting this? You're gonna make tea? I'll have a cup of tea if you're making tea, Mother. Thank you. We're gonna have tea. It's like, to me, it's I'm pretty sure it's lacquer based. Let's see if I can read my, it's in Chinese. Japanese. It's in Japanese. Japanese, 170 milliliters. I'm sure it's got to be lacquer based, just because it kind of smells like the Tamiya primer. I don't read. If anybody out there reads Japanese, it's definitely not acrylic based. I can tell you that. You want some tea. Yeah, it's you know, an easy way to find out if it's lacquer based. I can just freaking, well, if I didn't have it painted on there, just take my lacquer thinner and wipe it off something on the ship, but I don't want to melt the ship. I would say it's lacquer based. And with the Tamiya, the Mr. Surfacer 1000, I never had a problem with it reacting with anything. I put acrylic paints over it, the acrylic washes, the enamel washes, so I didn't have a problem with that at all. And if you guys want to try, I have to order more of this. Clears, different clears. The Mr. Super clears are nice. The only problem is they're a little expensive for the small cans, but I like the matte, the semi-gloss, and the gloss. They're pretty nice. The three, and even this, it's all in Japanese, so I wouldn't know if they're lacquer. I'm pretty sure they're lacquer. I don't even think it says on the website what they are. It's got to be lacquer. It's got to be, just because of the stink. Let me see. Gundam. Any of those things that I'm talking about now, if you're interested, I know they're hard to get, but if you go to, let me get the thing, Gundam Planet, it's in New Jersey. They ship very quick, and they usually stocked pretty well. I'm gonna see if it tells me if it's lacquer or not. I know it's lacquer. I just don't want to lie and say it's lacquer and it's not. Let me go down. Mr. Surfacer white. Mr. Surfacer, here it goes. Earn 24 points. Da 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 da. Please note this product shown has been professionally painted. Color swatching has been professionally painting. Gray foundation goes on all color parts and hides color base. Prime parts for prayer painting. Covers parts clearly. Can be used as a surfacer. Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. I'm going with lacquer. That's it. Final word, lacquer. Final word is lacquer. But yeah, if you like Mr. Color and stuff like that, here, let me just put this up here. Excellent service, and they're fast. Paste. If you're interested in like Mr. Color colors, Mr. Primer, Mr. Surfacer, Mr. Super Clear, all that, they got. Hey Matt, what's going on? They got it all. Speaking of clears, I found a Rust-Oleum clear gloss that is lacquer and not hot. I even put it over my Vallejo Air with no issues. Very nice, cheap clear to use before. Oh, I gotta check that out. But I've always had trouble with Rust-Oleum for some reason. I've never had good luck with the Rust-Oleum. But I will check it out and practice with it. Practice, practice, practice. Thanks again to anybody that's gone over to the shop and bought Chippy merchandise, which if you haven't seen, my fat gut here, there's, which way am I going to go? Chippy! There's Chipalicious. Chipalicious has, and we have Sci-Fi Fantasy stuff over there too, and I got to get my lazy ass in gear and put up the other stuff. Clear matte, best matte I've used so far. I've used, let me see. See, you guys got me wanting to try different things. Oh, I hate Rust-Oleum, but it's actually not bad. Going to that website now, and I'll check out some Chippy stuff. If there's in the description, there's the Chippy stuff, and also Sci-Fi Fantasy. And I gotta get from Morgan or HLI, just HLI with the graphics on it there for another shirt and stuff. Now you got me wanting to try matte stuff. Where's the mats? Where's the mats? Mats. I use this Liquitex matte varnish and this super clear matte. This one's lacquer based. This one is actually acrylic based. This is an artist acrylic that doesn't yellow, and actually this one can be taken off. It's not permanent, but when it's on there, it'll keep it matte until you want it to take off. So it's actually meant for paintings and stuff. But I've had this one for a long time, and this one comes out very matte too. So I like this one just in case. Like, if you didn't know, if you use this or any matte and you're too close or you build it up too much, you'll get a semi-gloss or a gloss out of a matte. So you gotta, that's why, you know, you gotta spray this from far away and let it just dust and settle on there. But if you use too much, you can actually make yourself a semi-gloss or a gloss. Hey, it's Omar. Does Rust-Oleum really have fish oil in it? Nobody was getting notifications today for some reason. I don't know why. Nobody. And YouTube was all messed up. I had to actually shut off the first time we did it and started a new thing. A new run. And then for glosses, I have the Liquitex gloss varnish. I've used this through the airbrush. This works very well. This one is permanent. This Liquitex doesn't come off. And then this is the Mr. Super Clear Semi Gloss. I have a gloss in this, which I'll grab in a second. So I use the Liquitex gloss varnish. And the satin varnish, and this is just the gloss. And that's almost empty too. So Liquitex is good. I like Liquitex stuff. They have, and this bottle, I think the big bottle was like 16 bucks or something like that, and I have it for years now. So I've barely, it's filled up to there, and I've used that much of it. So it's ridiculous. This stuff is good too. So if you're interested in Liquitex stuff, I'm sure you guys use Liquitex stuff out there too. This in here, hopefully it doesn't fall. That's gonna fall. I know it's gonna fall. I know it's gonna fall. All right, Stynylrez, another. This is decent primer. I found though that I don't use this very often. If you don't use it often, the pigments in here settle to the bottom and actually become a hard clump. So what I used was the good old Badger stirrer, and got it all broken up. I don't even know. I haven't used this again in a while. I haven't used this probably in 6 months to a year. See, it gets kind of clumpy like that. I don't know if it's clumpy at the bottom now, but that's what happened to this guy. Got all clumped up. Otherwise, it's pretty good. It's not a bad primer. Just got to make sure you give it a zap once in a while. Polar lights love to just ignore what we want. Yeah, it's nice, but it's nowhere near. I like Badger stuff, but I think that the Tamiya and the Mr. Surfacer are better primers. I love Stynylrez, but I hate Zero Paints with a passion. The Stynylrez is nice, yeah, but I do like the whatchamacallit, the other one's better. You know what I've heard? That the Stynylrez is actually better as a base coat than a primer. Like, even they have the flesh color and stuff like that, so I don't know. Hey, what's going on, Phil? I've never used Zero Paints before. I've heard Mission Paints are more of a, like when I used to paint cars, more of a paint system than a just dump into your airbrush and, you know, put a little thinner or something in there and you're ready to go. I heard that's more of a mixing ratio. I don't know how true that is. I haven't used Mission paints before, so I don't know if that's true, but I heard it's like that, like when we used to paint cars, and it's more of a whole system that you gotta be pretty precise with it. You ever try the UMP? Who's UMP? I've never heard of them. Oh, I know who UMP is. UMP is, you know what UMP primer is? UMP primer is Stynylrez rebranded. So when I use the Stynylrez right there, that's what you're getting, the UMP. It's the same thing. Automotive cheap primer. See, I stick with the modeling stuff just because, you know, I'm an idiot. And I like to, you know, it's made for models. I use it for models. Ooh, made a big cup. Big cup. Thank you, Mother. It's starting to get chilly out. See, I don't like Duplicolor. I didn't like how it sprayed. Duplicolor's nice. UMP is no different than Stynylrez. It's actually the same company, and they just slap a UMP label on that primer, and you're getting Stynylrez primer. So it's the same thing. I don't have problems with the primer. I just don't think it's the same quality as Tamiya's primer or as whatchamacallit, Mr. Surfacer. I think those are two better primers than Stynylrez. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, the UMP is all it is a label change. You're not getting anything special. So if you're over here and ordering UMP from over there, just order yourself Stynylrez. I just got paint everywhere. Just got white paint, white primer everywhere. I hope I didn't get it on Chippy. Chippy. Oh well, I'll have paint on the thingy. So yeah, don't forget next Saturday to come, because next Saturday is the monthly giveaway. If you're interested in any of our group builds, get on the group builds. Yeah, Duplicolor is nice. I just don't like how the can sprays. Now the blue burnishing fluid is nothing more than gun bluing fluid. See, you gotta find stuff like that. I've never used the metal track, so I'm not sure, you know, wasn't sure what that fluid was, but thank you for letting me know. The Napa Automotive Primer is great, but haven't had great luck with any others. Like Kenny says, UMP just takes things and rebrands, except the Sanders. Those are really good. I haven't seen their Sanders. My Sanders I get from Minor Squadron. I gotta actually order. Whatchamacallit from Amazon. I didn't see them down the ladies' aisle. I'm down to my last. Where am I? I'm down to my very last pointed Q-tip. I usually get them at the at Walgreens in the ladies section, but I haven't seen them there. So I got to get a hold of Gil. Gil, if you are watching, I need that link again on Amazon. He got like 800 of those for like $5 or something. Now, Michael, where do I get the gun bluing fluid? Skinny stick. Oh, they got the little Sanders. Okay, the little twigs. Gotta stop using the cocaine. Yeah. Damn coke. Bad habit. Bad habit. Not a good habit at all. I was looking for something and I don't remember what I was just looking for. Oh, UMP. That's what I was looking for. I didn't know about this Sanders. Ultimate Modeling Products. I'm looking to see modeling tools. Is it under modeling tools? Scribers, micro mesh abrasives, Mr. Tools, hobbies, Tamiya tools, ultimate tools. Ultimate photo etch placer, ultimate small bin storage. Got a whole bunch of stuff on here. I see they're into the 3D printing. 3D printed stuff. I gotta look and see. I've never ordered I never ordered from them before, and I'm looking to see where their sanders are. Oh, there's the sanders. There's the sanders. Let's see what they got. Ultimate thinny sticks. Ultimate thinny sticks. Come on, show me a better picture of these thinny sticks. Yeah, those are pretty thin. $7.69. Yeah, but now I won't order, unfortunately. I'm sorry guys, whoever lives over in Europe. I won't order from Europe now just because how much it costs shipping wise. So if I can't find it in the States, I'll find an alternative. That old age for you, can you end up getting craft disease? Can't remember shit. Hey Kenny, what kind of cameras do you use for live streams or making your videos? I use the video of me you're seeing right now is just the webcam off the laptop, so that I have no choice as to what I use. The other one that I use for down on, let me see if I can turn this so you can see more. If I could get this out into the open. This one here, this is a Logitech C920. That's the one that I use to do on the bench. And then lighting wise, if I can put this up here, those are just cheap $5 reflective lights cans from Home Depot. Behind that I have LED panel over there. Let me not knock over my tea. I got a huge glass of tea on the desk for lighting. No, I'll bring it back over this way. Just regular lamps with, I got to change these bulbs to daylight lamps. They're still the high efficiency ones. Now my light has changed a little bit. It's not as bright as before because I don't have room to put up all of my lights. I'll try to switch it around here to see if you can see. That's an LED. That's an LED square panel. I got 2 more of those over there, so that's for the lighting over there. Those are actually pretty cheap on Amazon. My microphone, I use a Samsung Pro G-Track Pro. That was pretty important for me to have good audio on here. And for whatchamacallit, for my regular videos that I take, I use, I've had this a long time. This is my Rebel T4i. And which lens do I have on there? I think that's the 18 to 55 lens on there. And the most important thing for the camera is my tripod. Ooh, that was not good. And then for audio on the videos, which is important because I learned that watching my old videos and how horrible the audio is. I hate listening to my old videos. This is, I think I paid $10 for this, just a lavalier mic that plugs into the side of the camera. So I have this guy for my audio. This right up, you'll see it in my videos. This guy is right up on my collar here, so you can hear me. But listening to my old videos where I'm sitting now, and my camera's a good 5 to 6 feet away from me. The microphone on the T4i is not meant for that kind of distance. You could also get a Rode mic for your camera. It all depends on what setup you have. So it's it all depends on how you want to set it up. I mean, if you want, I can make a list and take pictures and put it up of all the stuff I use. When we get the house, I want to get more stuff because I do like the video aspect of the hobby. The Canon Rebel T3. I've had it since late 2011. Yeah, the T4i, I don't even remember when I got that, but it's a good camera. It's just been bumped around a bit, and I was having some problems with it, so my brother fixed pins on it and stuff. Eventually, I'm going to get another one, and especially with 4K coming. You know, 4K's, it's nice, but not everybody has a 4K screen, so. That would be cool, Senior Kenny. I'd like to get an overhead camera to go over how I do 3D printing and finishing, cleaning, etc. Yeah, I'll do a little list. Make videos. Videos are fun. What's holding my camera is I want to get a longer arm for the desktop camera. It's basically, it's the same exact thing. I'm moving this around. It's the same arm as you get off of, like I picked this lamp up at Home Depot for 20 bucks. So if you took out this piece here and made your own piece to screw into the camera, you could, or you could pick up the arm on Amazon for 20 bucks. So I can make that. You know what? Maybe I still have the Amazon shop somewhere. I got to see about getting back into that. I'll delete everything that's on there because it's not doing well, and I'll put everything that I used from Amazon up there. The microphone, I love. But again, with microphones, you have to be kind of up on top of them for the quality to come through. Like I can tell when I'm back further that it sounds different than, or worse when I'm back further than over here. Yeah, no notifications for some reason. YouTube is not liking me for some reason. It's not sending out notifications. Boo on them. Oh, I think I might have talked about this before, but if you notice where you're going to see multiple notifications a day, it's down to one a day now, but you're going to see the old videos coming over from MBI, and Paul is with us now. Yeah, it was CrapTube today. I will set up a list of what I use, Phil. This way everybody knows. I'm going to get a third. The other two things I want for the stream, everybody knows I want my stream deck. This way, the stream deck, if you don't know what that is, if you're live streaming like I am, like a lot of times you'll see me searching for my mouse and you'll see me looking down and looking for something to change to screens. Like I'm like, oh shit, where's giveaways, where's events? The Stream Deck is a nice little device that you can pre-program buttons, and you can put like a little icon on there so I can look over. And I know the icon for events is, say, gift box. I'll just click the gift box. I can still be looking at the screen, look over real quick, click the gift box, and it'll change for me. I could also set up a lot of the stuff I use on Streamlabs. I can set up, if I want to click a button, hit a folder that's on my computer for pictures that I want to show you. So I want to get that for the streams, and I want to get a third camera, but I'm going to need a USB hub for that because I want to set up a third camera for if I'm using, say, the wet palette and I'm painting figures if I ever get good at them, and I'll have the camera pointed down at the wet palette. This way you can see what I'm doing on the wet palette. Or I want the third camera so I can do, like when I have this going on, where again here, this is where it would have came in handy for the Stream Deck. So I want a third camera, so say you're seeing this right now. You'll see me over here. I want the third camera, so above me over here, I could put a side view, or I could split this in half where you can see from above and you can see from the side, so you get two different angles of what's going on. So that'll be the third camera deal. That's when we get the real setup, and we're not moving around anymore. Oh, by the way, I just finished a new LED fire lantern. If you like one, let me know. Yeah, those fire lanterns are cool. I really like those. You do a really good job on those. No doubt about that. Omar, I've got my eyes on the 2 refits, the Colonial Viper and the Silent Bouncer. Shoot him an email. So tonight, now that I got the paints, I don't know if anybody, I'm going to be doing a review on them. But if anybody's coming late that wasn't here before, the mail call was this. Let's get the, we'll put that light out that way so it's not on here. The mail call was this, the 63 color collection from Scale 75, all their basic colors. So that was that, and I'm going to be doing a real review on these. So you'll see a regular video of these, and I'll go over those. So that was the mail call on today. This heavy thing, this heavy thing. But keep an eye out. I will do the regular type review of that. I'd sort out by Monday. It'll be shipped to you on Monday. Hey, the shipping. Damn, shipping. Yes, and again, anybody that won anything last night from me, shirt-wise, I'll be sending. I'll be doing that tonight, and as soon as I get a tracking number, I'll let you know what the tracking number is on those. Yeah, I gotta save up some money so I could get the other. I could get the other paint sets from them, especially since I'm really want to do figures more now than I do, because figures, like I've told you guys before, figures have always been my favorite. It's just I sucked at them. So now I want to practice and get into the figures and be done with the big kits. Because even though they're figures, there's still things that can be done with lighting and effects and stuff like that, especially in dioramas. That big box is actually all these little sets in one. So if you don't want to buy single sets at a time and have everything in one shot, you can get that. And don't worry about them going bad or anything like that. They all come, yeah, I didn't use this one yet. They all come sealed. Which way? The tops on those aren't open. How they do it, it's the only company that does it like this that I know of, is when they put the plastic in there, it's sealed. They don't puncture them. So when you get it and you have these sitting around, if you didn't use the paint, it's still going to be good because it's airtight. I mean, most of the paints are good anyhow. I swear I have Tamiya bottles in there that are over 20 years old. They're at least 21 or 22 years old. So I have them as long as I'm with Kelly. As long as you keep them climate controlled and everything, they're fine. Oh, very cool. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, everybody that's hitting up the Chippy stuff. I got to fix that store, too. I just went crazy and put a whole bunch of stuff on there. I'm just going to stick with shirts and sweatshirts. Hats, I won't do with Chippy because, unfortunately, all the color pattern on him and how small you got to make Chippy to be on a hat, it just blurs him out and you can't see him. I'm hoping that Teespring gets collared shirts, because I'd like to get some collared shirts with just a small Chippy on there too, which would look good. I gotta order me a Chippy pillow. Chippy pillow. So that's pretty much it for the night. That was the mail call, and I'm waiting on glue to dry so I could hit those with primer again. I gotta prime up the saucer and then slap all that together. There's some testers enamels with 35-cent price on the lid. Yeah, those are old. Yeah, the testers and enamels, those things last forever too. I do.
Shut up and take my money.
Whoever was that? The usher. Thank you very much. Usher. Let me make sure. And I got to make sure of guys last night too. Where's the... I still have, like I was saying, I have some enamels in there from testers too. Not 35-cent lids, but the tester ones I have are at least 10 to 15 years old. So I gotta save that. I gotta look at who has been. I gotta add money onto, not money, space loot onto a few other people. Where's Omar? Omar's over there. Remember too, if I just fixed Usher's. Like Usher and Ken donated today $10 each. That equals 500 space loot. So I check. I try to check if I remember the same night to make sure they're on there. If not, I check the next night. I go back and look and see and add space loot to anybody that did donate, just in case that it didn't come through. I just added yours, Usher, because yours didn't come through. Kenny, how do you have a video on how to use? Do you have a video on how to use space loot? No, I don't, because that would be a live stream thing. Basically, space loot works like this. Actually, you know what? All right, here you go. Let's go to my computer, and I'll bring you to the back end. Where is it? This is the back end of Streamlabs. So I'm on page 1 of 11. The first way it calculates it is by watch time. So if you don't watch anything, Mike watched a little bit, but not enough. He made 1 point. So the more you watch, the more space loot you earn. Like if I can go all the way to the end, 9, 10, 11. Like over here, Spence has watched 77 hours. He has 1,000, but he's bet on a bunch of stuff to win, so it went down. So as you use your space loot to get raffle tickets, it'll go down. Like Bud, he's donated money. If you donate to the site, for every $1 you donate, you get 50 space loot. He's donated, and he doesn't really raffle that much because he can't build right now, I guess. But Bud like collects his stuff. I guess he's waiting on that big one to bet on. This is me. Mine don't count. I just, collect it. And it's funny, I don't know how I have less hours than like Spence. I've been here as long as anybody else, but it's doesn't calculate mine right, and mine doesn't count for anything anyhow. So what you're gonna do is say, let me go back to here. Next Saturday. What happens next Saturday is when we have the giveaway, we'll have the raffle. And for every raffle ticket you buy, it uses 10 of your space loot. So if you buy 10 space loot, you're going to spend 100. If you buy 10 raffle tickets, you're going to spend 100 of your space loot. So you got to make sure you have enough space loot to go on. Like Usher has 1305. So if next week when he does, if he's here for the raffle, he can buy a lot of raffle tickets. So can you. You have say you have 800. I thought you guys seen 795 or something like that. So you can get 70. You can put in 70 tickets, and that'll almost run you out of space loot, because remember, it's 10 per ticket. Now, the other thing, when you do buy raffle tickets with your space loot, it's like playing the lottery at the deli or the grocery store, something like that. There's the guy that's standing next to you that just spent $1,000 of his money on raffle tickets, and I spent $1 and I won. It's all luck. So you don't have to spend $1,000 to win. Just because you're spending more doesn't guarantee you better odds to win than the other guy. Anybody can win on, like the lotto says, $1 in a dream. You could put one, buy one raffle ticket and you can end up winning. You could buy 1,000 and end up winning. It's just luck of the draw. It's all automated by Streamlabs. I have nothing to do. I just click the button and it randomizes and picks a winner. Use lacquer thinner on Chrome. Somebody said something about Kelly and I missed it. Doing Dr. Evil. I have 1 million space loot. I missed a thing about Kelly. Aries, what's going on? Yeah, it'd be hard to make a video on the space loot. I still missed the Kelly thing. You will use space loot here when Kenny does a raffle. Exactly. You don't use the space loot until Streamlabs to use the space loot. No, you don't have to go to Streamlabs at all. When you're here next Saturday, I'll announce that we're going to do the raffle, and I'll let you know when the raffle is starting, and then you'll put !raffle, hit the space bar, and the amount of tickets you want. And I'll show you that again if you're here next Saturday. I know it's a little confusing, but once you do it, once you're here for the raffle, and I show you how to do it at the raffle, you'll get it. It's not that bad. Yeah, you don't need Streamlabs for anything. So, like I said, when you're here next Saturday, going for one of the 3D prints, say like I said, you have 800 space loot. You can buy 80 tickets, but that'll wipe out all your space loot, and you'll have to regain it for the next time. You'll have to watch and watch and watch, or donate, and then you'll get space loot. It's all a raffle. Just chilling after finishing my 70 CUDA drift car. Ooh, that is cool. Where can we see that? Where can we see that? Oh, so Kenny, what I said was Kelly only watched 15 minutes. Yes, heck. Oh wait, she can watch in person. Yeah, I don't even think she doesn't watch on the YouTube. Helps to be named. Yeah, Spencer is one of the luckiest ones on here. For some reason, Streamlabs loves Spencer. I think he's hacking the system. He's hacking the system somehow. Yeah, it's random. It likes Spencer for some reason. It hits him up a lot, and I've done it actually. Yeah, you can save it. You can use it. It's so totally up to you what you want to do with it. Wish I could do. The whatchamacallit doesn't work for you? The link? That's loud. What are you watching? Oh, Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. I love the Harry Potter. I gotta do so much crap. Now, if you do donate from anywhere else in the world, we don't do conversion charts. We know your money's worth more than ours, probably. We don't do the conversion charts. I'm just looking for something real quick. Saturday live show. Bum, 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 bum. Stream. Yeah, there it is. Copy. Get rid of that. That. Paste. And that is the... if anybody's interested, that is the donation link. The donation link. Do you use the lacquer chrome? I didn't even know Kelly had an account. Did she have an account? See, now you got me going to look. There's hobby link. Might be a different Kelly. I don't think she has a YouTube account. Kelly Conklin, yeah, there she is. I didn't know she had a YouTube account. Haha. See, you got better eyes than I do. Yeah, she listens live from the couch. She listens live, so... yeah, I'll be on Wednesday night. I'll be on this Wednesday night. Because Wednesday night we have the child to unbox. Kenny, has Kelly ever been to the Titanic Museum, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee? It's pretty cool. No, she's never been there, but she did do, like, they had the Titanic exhibit, that roaming exhibit that was going state to state. And then Friday night vents with Kelly. We'll just throw her on here and I'll sit back and watch. No, I got to tell her about that place. I'm sure she would like to go, though, Phil. I've never been to Pigeon Forge. I lived in Tennessee for a few years while I was in the Army. Never been to Pigeon Forge, though. Never been there. Friday night vents with Kelly. I got to order her shirt. Kelly has a secret life. And Kenny has a YouTube account. Yeah, I didn't even know she had a YouTube account. Had no clue. That's all right. Do what she wants to do. That's all right. Let her go. Let her go free. All right, boys and girls. We're going to eat dinner. It's almost 7 o'clock. I know you guys got stuff to do on Saturday. If that dries, I may just do like a did last time, you know, when we were doing the wood. Pop back on a little later after dinner and stuff. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna go have the dinner. I'll probably do a couple other things, and I might pop back on later. If not, I shall see you on Wednesday night, and we'll do our unboxings and stuff like that. Look for more videos from Paul and I on HobbyLink International. All that good stuff. So I appreciate you guys stopping by and all the donations and all that other good stuff. It helps keep us up and running. She could be watching rival sites and talking to them. That's not fair. That's totally not right. I know Mom over there isn't. Mom is loyal to us. Unlike Kelly. She's all over the place. If she'd like to see the pictures I have. Yeah, that's cool, Phil. You could do that. She would definitely love that. Hunt it down and kill it. Exactly. All right, guys. We're going to go eat dinner. We'll do some stuff. Maybe I'll pop back on if I'm doing work on the Enterprise. If I am, I'll pop back on and we'll just bullshit like we usually do. All right, guys. Have a good night. And I shall see you either later tonight or Wednesday night. Take it easy, boys. Bye-bye.